Welcome, adventurers, heroes, and villains, to Burgschneider Live, your gateway to the realms of mythodea, epic LARP battles, and awesome, historically inspired and fantasy costumes. So grab yourself a tankard, ready your gear, and join myself, Nico, Mike, and Emma. In the silence of the jungle.
Yeah.
Emma is away and gone, but still here
Yeah.
and not forgotten.
She is staying in the
In our hearts.
And our hearts and in our minds, and forever shall we drag her desiccated corpse ever onwards into the world as we explore and expand.
No.
Hello and welcome. It's lovely to have you here, everyone who is in chat. Are you ready for Conquest?
Yeah, man.
Are you ready for everything? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Conquest special that you have been waiting for. We will discuss in very, very shallow terms all of the stuff that is going to be happening at Conquest this year, or at least that we know of. We cannot cover all of it because it is so much. Look at this. It's crazy. It's more than ever. You see the Trost. You see all the tents. Trost is going to be even bigger.
Even bigger.
Yeah, even bigger. Trost is expanding.
Wow,
The new
already
world is
huge.
expanding. Yeah, I know. And it's being like changed and blown up even further. A lot of like extra. It's crazy. All this stuff is going on. But who the heck are we anyway?
Oh yeah.
I mean, who the heck are we anyway? And what is LARP? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are, as mentioned, Burgschneider. This is Burgschneider Live. Burgschneider is a company that makes historically inspired clothing and accessories and fantasy clothing and accessories. But additionally, we have an entire department that is dedicated to running events. Events like this. Events like what you're seeing right here on the screen. And these events are called live action role-playing games. What is a live action role-playing game? Well, for you first-timers who have never done this before, a live action role-playing game is like a pen and paper role-playing game. What is a pen and paper role-playing game? Well, that is a game where you play your character in a fictitious world. Except in a live action role-playing game, you play out the actions of that character in a fictitious world.
Yeah.
You speak the speak, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. There are no systemized, hard and fast probability mechanics that govern what you do in this world. Everything that you would like to do and or achieve, you need to be able to do yourself.
Yeah. And in this, you cannot break it.
You cannot break it. That is right. The LARP is there. You cannot, obviously, there are certain social rules that we take on when we enter into a LARP to make sure that nobody is deliberately going out of the way to hurting each other or accidentally going out of the way to hurt each other. You enter into this social contract that we're all playing a game, and we will all take other people's hopes and dreams and lift them up a little bit. So when somebody says they are a royal from a faraway court, yeah, you'll believe that. Right? When somebody like pulls out a magic potion and hands it to you and you drink it and find a little tag on the label saying you have to say squeak after every sentence, you're going to say squeak after every sentence.
Oh, man. It happened me once.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the play. You are going to be, live, and breathe your character 24 hours a day for 4 or 5 days of the entire con. In a crazy fantasy world with 10,000 plus, I think it was 12,000 attendees last year. There will be even more this year.
So this year we are bigger.
If you are on that pilgrimage trail,
Yeah.
happy travels. I know a lot of people have been going around to many of the other events. This is the season, but this is the climax to the season. And we wish you all the best with the weather and all of your travels. Gute Reise and
drive
happy
safely.
travels. Yeah, and drive safely and stay awake. Don't wreck yourself before you get to Conquest.
Yes,
'cause
please.
This is the
Come fresh because we got prepared a lot of stuff. So everybody to just game safely, relax a little bit if you have time until in time in.
And I will say nothing about the weather forecast because I don't want to jinx anything.
Don't want to jinx
Please.
anything. Don't want to jinx anything. We may have said something before, but like we just touch wood, guys. Just touch wood. Everything's good. Like we're keeping our eyes out. We're all hoping that the good vibes that come to us are gonna keep it all super good for everyone involved. But we're all in the middle of it at the moment. We're all preparing something. What are you preparing, Nico?
Woo, okay, there's a big list.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
a big list.
I'm a dude that I like to be prepared for everything. But for the moment now, I got already the gear for LARPing. Yeah. And now the all weather for whatever is the weather. I got for a really hot days and a really wet days. I got both. So it's for the moment. And also the most important thing, I got a new hat, and also I got a new high boots.
That's important.
Yeah, for me, I love boots. It's something that in my daily life I do not use it, but in medieval styles I like it really high. This time it's not that high, but I'm gonna taste it. It's gonna be my new experience to doing and wearing a leather high shoes. So it's gonna be like that. But I expected, because I saw in some people that are making like really high boots until close to the knee. So I need to try it out. I need to try and find out the correct ones. People are making correct recommendations. Also, if you have, please let me know.
I am always a big fan of the knee-high riding boots. There are as a brand that makes rubber versions of the knee-high riding boots. They're actually relatively inexpensive, like about 40 euros, 50 euros at most, and they are my go-to staple when it comes to spattering the dash when I'm not wearing spatterdashes or spats, which are kind of like gaiters. Yeah, that you'll tie on and they just go above your regular shoes. Gaiters, we have some on the Burgschneider store at the moment. They're a very easy option. Yeah. You got some nice modern comfortable shoes that are a polite black or brown. You know, you can cover them with gaiters and suddenly you are stylish and in costume.
Correct. Yeah, do not stress. For example, because I know some people, for example, have knee problems they used to have. It's okay, it's fine. You can come with your protection shoes. It's always most important your health. Just buy a couple of
Bring your orthopedic shoes. Actually, I found that historic shoes are great with orthopedic inserts. So go to the orthopede? Orthopod? Orthopede? Orthopologist? Chad, help me, I'm dying.
We need help. But keep you safe. Doesn't matter what is... No problem. Your safety is most important thing, because it's gonna be quite an annoying if you're in the middle of the cairn and suddenly you just broke something. So
don't break something.
Please
don't break something.
Please.
Unless it's like in time.
Don't break yourself.
Don't break yourself. Like anything else can be broken. Yourself cannot be broken. Like that's important. And Mike, what are you in the middle of planning?
So yeah, for me, I'm also putting my kit together. So I'm creating a whole new character. So a lot of the stuff I have from last year.
This is your first character?
My first real character, yes, I would say.
So you were like a tourist last time.
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember his last time. You also died last time. Yeah?
I did die. I got hit by an arrow on the battlefield, and I died. I got it right in the back.
I used to be a great adventurer until I took an arrow on my knee.
I used to be alive until I took an arrow in the back. But,
let us know what you guys are preparing out there. Jump in the comments. Like, what are your preparations? What are you putting together at the moment? What are your last minute crafting and or acquisition activities? Because we are on the road to SARKAN. The new world, SARKAN. We're going to talk a little bit about that later, but this is where we're going. It's been a lot of work. You can probably see me. I am literally covered in SARKAN at the moment. I have like
it's working a
boots and glue and stuff, and you know, we're just waiting in SARKAN. But that SARKAN is also being loaded on trucks. Very many trucks.
It was a lot of work and keeping working without this wonderful person moving all the stuff in my stuff.
Unfortunately, unlike Mr. Spirit, it's on a living continent, so it's not going to move itself. So
it's you got to do it all yourself, and we are. But you know, it's been crazy, right? Because we've been in the middle of like just getting all of this. These new props, the huge props made, and installations and stuff like that. And it's been so crazy to have all these members of the community coming out to help. We've had like people through and sometimes staying a night or two in like groups of like up to 8 or 9 people sometimes, like, and sometimes just 1 or 2 for a weekend here and there. But because of the amount of work that needs to be done, it's just like so great to have these extra hands and to see like
they are amazing. They are really, really kind. Also, some friends also help here, and I'm really, really deeply thankful. They save us a lot of work, and also they are really good people. They are so lovely. I love them.
Yeah, it's so good. So good to see people. So good to have the people out here really putting in the effort to get
Yes.
everything coordinated to, like, push it on to the next level.
Yeah.
But we are, so big thank you. Big thank you to all the helpers. And if you haven't noticed and you are not in the Discord, do jump into the Discord
Yes.
below. Get in on the links that are down there, because it is, as I have heard some people on the internet say before, it is popping off in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now I'm diving into be more into the Discord channel. Thank you for the people that also guide me, because I'm not that good in Discord, especially in admin side.
Okay.
But please do it. Actually, I discovered there is most of the topics, especially related with the events or organization, or for example, people that are looking for travel through different events, is a good space to drop your questions. And also, time to times, the people from Orga is making like a Discord meetings. So also you can drop your question there. They have a space for people speaking only German and also for people to speak in English. There is a wonderful place, and it's really way easy to contact. So please write us and enjoy us in the Discord, because it's easy and faster than in other ways.
Also, if you want to get your creative and character juices flowing in the Discord, there are just some social voice channels where you can go in time, in character, and just like meet people and start to build connections outside of game, to sort of like just see where you're going and what you're doing, and find out, get like a test of the water.
Creative juices flowing.
Yeah. Start talking to like some of the NSC factions, like the new NSC factions, like ahead of the game. It is good and it is cool, especially to look in, and I had a privileged position as like one of the Discord moderators to actually be able to look into all the new NSC groups and some of the player groups to see what people are building. And oh my God, SARKAN is not just physical infrastructure and props that are going into putting everything together. All of the new NSC factions, the NSC groups, are really working really hard to bring their characters to life in these costumes and these play offerings. Like, there's just such cool stuff. These guys are going, like, everyone who's coming as a player. SARKAN is a new place, full of new people, new experiences.
Yeah, and the good thing is, after how many years? 25 years? I know one is going to be, especially for the people that are now old school, there is excellent moment to start from zero.
Yeah, you're all walking in on the same level. People have been playing for 20 years, people who started yesterday, people who have never been to a LARP before. You're all coming into the new world together and making your last minute preparations and putting things together and making stuff. And don't worry, we got you if you still need to buy stuff, because sale, ladies and gentlemen. How's it go again, Mike?
It's the Conquest Road to SARKAN sale. And right now it is 15% off all the items in our store, excluding tickets, pre-order items, so sorry, no Galmaraz, and also Realms of Mythodea merchandise. So these things are excluded, but like if you need to build a kit, or if you want crafting gear, or you want some of the other Warhammer stuff that's not pre-order anymore, that's all available on sale, 15% off.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
Get your last minute purchases here. Obviously, we will also be on site with the legendary Burgschneider Beware store. So come and see us. Maybe we got some things you need. Maybe we don't. We're trying to fulfill all your staples and all your needs. And yes, we will see you in 1 week. I will be arriving in Saturday. So
I'm driving with you also.
Saturday. So like just shortly before you, Leonhard. Yeah, Dragon Finger.
Yeah, Leonhard.
Oh no,
don't blink.
Look, a new legend is born every day.
Yeah.
And yes, hopefully good travels, best safe travels. Stay on the road, stay safe on the road, bring your things, and have patience. And when you arrive at Conquest, like sometimes the lines can be the queues and then waiting for queues to get parking, to get in to set up your tents. Yeah. It can be a bit of trouble. Please be patient with everyone.
We are a lot. It's a lot of people, and try to bring as much of people to our organization. So just take time. It's easy. Meanwhile, you arrive in the place and you are safe. Wonderful. You're gonna go in. Do no worries.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna get there eventually. Yeah. Just like be patient with the stuff. There are plenty of great volunteers. There's a huge team of people. If you have any questions, look for the guys in the red shirts.
Yeah.
They are there to help you. They are staff. If they can't help you directly because it's not their department, they will point you in the direction of somebody who can help you. If you need anything, even if you're waiting in a queue for longer than necessary, just let them know, and hopefully people will, get you what you need.
It will take a little bit of minutes, but it's fine. They will try. They make a solution or find someone to have the solution. So just be patient, and also we are a lot of people. So.
And this is just to be clear, and for all you new people who've never done this before. Again, this is a con, 10, 12,000 people rolling up. All of the people have their own camps or camping setups, and these are not just regular camping setups. These are like in-time, beautiful camp setups, often full of amazing decorative tents, features, creature comforts, places and environments that they've been created to have their friends and associates and their encounters in, and to invite people into to have their play experiences. So there's a lot of logistics around that, but the team has been doing it reliably for a long time, and again, have patience. Everything will be achieved in good time. But once you're in, the most important question is town versus battlefield. It's a two modes of dressing, right? Okay.
Correct. Yes.
So yes, you want to have your armor, you want to have your upsize, you want to go on the battlefield, or and then you want to have the option to take that stuff off and just like chill around the town. So I guess the question is, how would your costume, the costume you wear every day, change when you go onto the battlefield, Nico?
Yeah, I mean, like for the moment, I got two costumes.
Yeah.
There is one that is go to the battlefield. That is the plan as a rope.
Mm-hmm.
But I got another one that is super chill, just because I like to go to dancing. I used to dance, so I got one is getting me like free space. I got like a battle skirt and a little bit of belt for grabbing some money, stuff like that, and a good shirt, easy and faster. And also a good place because normally when I go to Troyes, I go out with my lens and I'm basically blind.
With your lance.
Yes. So I'm my glasses, my apologies.
Oh, yeah.
I go with all my glasses and I'm basically, I cannot see anything.
In trust, when you're in town.
Yes.
Why do you do that?
This is, now when you get in the touch. You
want to just feel by touch.
No, normally, sometimes I just roll in like a blind person. So I got someone that make me my guidance.
Okay, yeah.
So normally I used to that. But,
all right, well, obviously we're going to be there for some
just in case, if you saw me, please scream to me.
Yeah. So Nico will not easily be able to recognize your face at a distance.
Yeah.
So what's your optimum viewing distance?
Okay, I think I put in this perspective is basically my eyes works like this.
Okay, so come right up to Nico's face and say, "Hey, Nico, it's me, your friend."
Yeah, and probably gonna be like, who?
I mean, if he's wearing glasses, don't do that.
Actually, I see 3, but I cannot make focus to your hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
focus
not blind at all, but yeah, it's kind of difficult, especially in the darkness.
Yeah. Okay. So good times, great taste. Enter Nico's physical space with your voice.
Yeah,
this is what we're trying to say. Enter Emma's physical space by dying.
Yeah. Yeah, as you can see the beautiful results about that. Yeah, that's why you happen when you just invade that space. Yeah. But for me, that's not gonna be a problem. Please scream to me. I'm happy.
Ooh, the dragon hunters have cookies.
Oh my god, they would have cookies. Are they dragon-shaped cookies? Yeah, absolute bad lads, the Dragon Knight Hunters.
Come to Burgschneider town, we're gonna be there.
Burgschneider 10. Yeah, we're gonna be there playing cards. We have still got listed in the stream description down below the rules to Balance of Power SARKAN, or SARKAN Balance of Power. Check them out. We are gonna have a limited stock of the Burgschneider Balance of Power cards available in the Burgschneider store. We're talking like probably around, there's only like 200 decks left the limited first edition run. Yeah, that's all. So if you want to come down, check it out. We're going to have a table set up so you can actually come into the Burgschneider stall and play the game. We can teach you how to play. You can walk away with a deck or 2 or 3. We don't really care, grab some rare limited edition cards. There's one super special card in each Balance of Power deck. If you buy them there, you get one of the 7 game specific rare cards.
So is one One faction, one card.
One faction, one card. And these are the player-friendly NSC factions because the invading factions, which are the battle NSC factions, so the Skargan, the Undead Flesh, and the Black Dynasty, they are invading SARKAN, and the game is native to SARKAN, so the Balance of Power game doesn't have any cards with them on it yet.
So they are lore artwork.
But all of the player-friendly factions that are there are, in fact, they will have a representative card that you can either get by purchasing a deck, and you'll get at random one of these 7 cards, or by interacting with the faction themselves, you might be able to find a way to wheedle a special card out of them, which is super cool.
And also remember, if you took place in the SARKAN treasure hunt, to come to the stall to get your stuff.
Yes, Treasure Quest SARKAN.
Yeah.
Anyone who got your stuff, come get your loot from the Burgschneider stall.
And if not, please write a message on support.
Yes, a message
Support at Burgschneider.com.
Support at Burgschneider.com for any of your questions, or if you can't make it to Conquest, we will sort you out. We'll find another way to get you your goods. We really appreciate all the people who took part in Treasure Quest 2025 SARKAN.
So do not worry, you're not gonna lose all your goodies. So it's fine. Please communicate with us. We're gonna do the best as possible to bring all your stuff.
Also, the things that you might not bring, or maybe if you are on the event pilgrimage trail going from event to event, you might not have had time to, do all of the laundering that you need to do. And we're here to let you know that we appreciate the importance of underwear here at Burgschneider. And we got you covered. We're going to be bringing brays, tied up undershorts to go with your brays, the important coifs that people need to wear, like just really important basics that you need to bring along for your everyday wear. We've always got underdresses in nice light cotton. And we encourage you to bring changes of undergarments.
And you can also wear underwear that's not in time if no one's going to see it. You can wear just boxer briefs or whatever.
That's fine.
You want to be comfortable. That's actually the main thing. Actually, one question, and you want to be comfortable, and you want to be comfortable when you're going out in the trust. You want to make sure that you've got like a nice clean pair of clothes, especially if you are like going away, if you're like locked in a gambeson under chainmail, fighting on the battlefield all day before you hit the town afterwards. You want to get a shower, get a change of clothes.
It's like 30 degrees outside. Too.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But
want to avoid the dreaded swamp ass, just saying.
Avoid the swamp ass. It's very important. Because when you are on the battlefield, you bring the swamp ass with you. And I don't care. I've been out in the middle of winter and I've still come back with swamp ass from battlefield experiences. So go out, bring that change of underwear, be prepared. Spare socks. Oh my God.
Spare socks.
Tons of spare socks. That is absolutely correct.
Someone with experience speaking in this moment.
Double, one pair of socks for each day, double it.
Yes,
just double it, because if you're just gonna end up needing more socks, and if you help a guy out.
And also it's probably also a good idea just to bring sandals or like flip flops to bring into the showers too, just to keep your feet safe.
Yeah, and if you want to be like hardcore in time, then absolutely, bring like straw sandals, or have some like little slippers that you'll wear to go from your camp to the showers or whatever. But there is kind of a OT amnesty, or out of time amnesty, for people who want to like have more out of time or modern sort of
understood. It's understood. Like not everybody is prepared to do the same, so it's fine.
If you want to be polite, get yourself like a little douche bag from like a shower bag from.
Normally.
Sorry, douche is the German word for shower for those international in the audience. Get yourself a douche bag.
No, the thing is it's fine. Most of the people have like a little backpack, and they wanted or they're trying to be like medieval backpack, comillas, and they put all the stuff in to go to the shower. It's not gonna be a big deal.
Stick and a handkerchief is my personal favorite. Just get like a handkerchief about this big, or a bandana, and like get a stick and just tie a little bundle, all your stuff in a little bundle, put it over your shoulder. Nothing's more in time than a little hobbit leaving home with a stick over their shoulder with a bandana tied on it.
And bring your toothbrush and your toothpaste. Like, dental hygiene still matters.
Oh yeah, dental hygiene absolutely matters. You're going to be sitting up late at night talking to people. So underwear, casual clothes, things to wear to the showers. But I mean, we touched a little bit on what I actually had this hilarious question.
I'm sorry.
I'm in the dark. What am I reading? While accurate, that also means that something else is on this side of the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small pass.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, moving right along.
Yes. Getting back.
So, it all boils down to the importance of underwear, but I actually had a hilarious question from one of the people in a group that I'll be playing with over the weekend. Shout out to the Unicorn Hunters from the Gilded Isles team. Is they asked what we were talking about tuba bookings, right? Making our tuba bookings, and they asked, well, what do we need to bring to wear in the tuba? And the immediate response was, well, nothing, of course, because you don't wear anything in a tuba. That is not something that is done. And what is a tuba? Well, a tuba is a hot tub facility, and it is generally like a giant, we're talking like 3, sometimes 4 meter wide barrel that's like cut in half. They're made of wood, and steaming hot water is laid in them, and you can just sit around, and some of them offer scented baths where they put like different scents, and sometimes they'll have games. And there are several facilities at Conquest that offer tubas. But they are in demand. So first thing you need to know about the tuba is as soon as you arrive on site, or as soon as somebody you know arrives on site, if you want to go into tuba, get them to go and book you a slot.
Yes.
Tuba slots are like gold. Absolute gold.
Yes.
Second thing you need to know is, what is the etiquette around going to a tuba? Well, think of it like a sauna or a spa. You're not going to go in dirty.
No.
So you can go and have a shower beforehand, but also all of the tubas offer shower facilities on site. So you'll go, and like I've been in full costume before, and then you'll slip out of costume. They'll have a place where you can put all your clothes, and then you'll go into either the shower.
They have like a shower.
Generally they'll have like a little quick shower. It's a little string pull with like an improvised system, and they'll wash you down, and you'll get rinsed off, and you will be at this point naked. So be all right with this. This is, everyone's used to it. Nobody cares. We're all, we're all okay with being naked in Germany. Isn't that right, Mike?
I don't know how can I say it, but just let it point, as far as I learned here in Germany, nudity in Germany is normal.
Well, especially in certain contexts.
It's
more
exactly
cultural context, much like bathing houses in Japan. Obviously, if you're not comfortable with this, be aware that this is the established norm. You are not allowed to go into the tuba wearing clothes or underwear. It is simply unhygienic. So don't expect to be able to do this. Don't have that assumption. But it is a great experience. You'll go in, you'll have a shower, and then you'll be shown with your group to your private tuba that you booked together. And then you will go in, you'll have a certain amount of time. Many of the places will serve you drinks there, and they will have like either their own bar or they'll run partnerships with like bars nearby. Some of them will offer massages. Also, like I said before, sometimes they'll offer games, other activities.
It's really good.
Also, you can often hire bards to serenade you and your group while you are in
That's cool.
tuba. Tubas are also very warm. Be prepared for the fact that they are very warm. You can request for them to be cooled down, but often you can also just sit on the rim if they're too hot. And also, most tubas offer a cold water dunking bath just outside, where you can either just go outside, scoop water and pour it over you, or get entirely into a cold water bath, and it's super nice. Actually, one of my most pleasant memories of being in tubas is just being in the tuba in the heat, and then it's raining outside, and they'll have a place outside the tuba where they have seats, and you can just go and you can sit in the seats, and you're steaming off, and then like a little bit of rain is coming down.
I took that. No, in my case, it was a really, really warm day, and I have the wonderful idea to just wearing a half body full chainmail. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for that, so I was completely sweaty. Well, you know me. I was completely sweaty.
He's a sweaty guy.
Sweating Lord. It's in another level.
With the laser sun too.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's horrible. And I was a friend of mine making a booking. I just take the shower, regular thing, and I just slice down into the soup. I was
Yeah, you can
Good.
literally feel
Yeah.
the tension melting away from your body as
Yeah.
you slide into that hot water. Nothing
and
like
relax muscles. It's also really good if you go to the battlefield. Also, it's really good to recover. It's an excellent place. I would say it's true. It's like it's such a wonderful experience. I got the Tuba in my heart. Every year I just book one.
Yeah, you gotta try it. Like it's definitely a worthwhile experience if you can overcome your squeamishness. Get in, book your tubas, get in there, get serenaded by a bard, and let me tell you, the power of music is something to behold. Because what happens, right, is all amplified music is shut down
Oh yeah.
before the event starts.
Yeah.
Not a phone, not a loudspeaker, not a stereo. Nobody is playing music. The only music that you are hearing in the event for the 4 or 5 days of the event is music that is being sung or played by a musician. It is all analog generated. It is awesome and super, 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 super cool.
Yeah.
And bards are serious currency. If you are a musician, if you are a singer, if you have an instrument, please, please bring it, bring it, bring it. There are other people who you will meet, who you will play with, who you will enjoy playing with. Everybody is very open and very interested. Just get in there. Have some fun. Music is so important. And also, bards get tired. Like, some bards are absolute fucking units, and they can play those instruments nonstop for hours.
Yeah.
But if you are good enough, like, you don't have to be amazing, but just good enough to, like, just jump in and do a song and give them a break, they'll be like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then jump in. Also, it's important to note, if you are a bard who is good and you go into a tavern and you find a tavern the music isn't being played, or a part of the tavern where you can politely play music, if you play for like 3 songs, the general etiquette is that you can have a free drink. While you're playing, you are drinking free in taverns, so long as your music is of a basic standard.
Yeah, and
Maybe after too many drinks, you kind of lose that standard.
Oh
a
yeah,
bit.
or maybe it's like pool, right? It's like when you're playing pool where you have to have a few drinks to like get to the standard.
Yeah. Or people just wouldn't buy you a drink. Normally the people they are really really thankful if you bring like a good music.
Yeah.
They will invite you whatever you want, food, drinks.
Yeah.
They just ask. That's it.
But the beautiful thing is no auto tune.
No auto
No.
tune.
Raw, unfiltered talent.
Yeah, bring it, and just walking around singing songs, like walking through the streets singing songs on the battlefield. Again, the importance of music. Even if you can only beat a drum, there are so many aspects of like
In drums, the drums in communication is really important.
communication. There's so many aspects of communication that are carried out through music on the battlefield. So again, musicians always important, bards always important. But that kind of brings us to tavern life. And like, if you want to buy drinks or buy drinks for bards, how do you even do that? We're in a game where you're all in time. Well, you'll be happy to hear that taverns still take euros. Most taverns you can either pay just in currency, euro currency, cash. You cannot pay in card. It is important to note that there are no taverns at the event that take card at all. No electronic transactions through the taverns that take card. Some stalls will have electronic currency options.
Yeah, but it's not 100% guaranteed because unfortunately the Wi-Fi, the internet in the place is.
Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's not so good. So
It's not
a bit
because it's
random.
not the whole service, it's just because it's the quantity of advices that is connected at the same time. Sometimes just shut down the system.
It's a big farm in rural Germany.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say anyone like flying.
Yes. Yes.
I would say anyone flying in internationally, like that hasn't been to Germany before, coming in from somewhere else. It's good to, when you're at the airport, get as your currency, get a lot of euros there.
Yeah, bring
because
cash.
It's the best thing.
Not just here, but like especially in like more rural areas, I think it's very cash is king.
Yeah.
And it's good to have as much cash
As
as
possible.
possible.
Yeah,
And just
with regard to, like, there is an ATM on site. There's also like a convenience store
Yeah,
on site in the
but-
out of time area.
But this run, I mean, like, is the kind of thing. This is something important to communicate
It
to
runs
the people.
out. It
Yes,
can run out.
super fast. I mean, like, normally they open like 8 a.m. in the morning, and at 12 it's out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like we close normally at 8 p.m. in the night, but and not make sure you're gonna find all that you need in that store.
Which is not like the in-time stores. All of the in-time stores in the shops, they're open until 11 p.m.
Oh
every
yeah,
night.
that's
Like,
different
like
thing.
the
Yes.
town is like a vibrant place, and that's not even to mention the bars that go till like 4 in the morning
Exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is a convenient
or
store.
longer.
Yes, it's a convenience store only for emergencies, and also for the ATM because it happens every year. If you need, bring it. If you go to ATM, it's not gonna be a surprise. It's really faster. The ATM is empty.
Additionally, most taverns have a tavern card system, which is universal amongst all taverns. So you will go and you'll purchase a tavern card for 20 euros from the tavern, and it's just a sheet of paper, and it's got an amount of, it's divided into 50 cents pieces.
50 cents, 1 euro,
Yeah,
depending on the tower that you buy.
Yeah, and then you can go back and they will just mark off your tavern card. So you can actually go, and one of the good things if you're worried about carrying cash on you is just go early in the day, purchase a few tavern cards, and then you don't have to take the cash with you.
Yeah.
You've got your tavern cards on you. You can take them around late at night, you know.
And it's easier and faster. It's a good thing. And so also sometimes some taverns they have his own designs cards, so it's also collectibles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is something interesting. There is always something interesting we do with it.
There are some taverns that draw pictures on the cards so you can collect the pictures, and some taverns where when you complete a tavern card, you can turn it in for free drinks, like a free shot or something like that.
Yeah, it's something, little games that is funny to get like a shot of beer for free. It's funny, it's cool. Try it.
With regard to staying up late and getting drunk and just having a nice time, don't forget to make sure your support networks are in order. Like, it's all good, well, to have an amazing time, but if things like, you know, things can go wrong very easily if, you know, you're divorced from like access to like easy access to food, or you run out of money, or if you're feeling emotionally at a loose end, if you know where your camp buddies are going to be kind of here and there, or make sure that you can always touch base with people back at your camp, or if there are other camps you can make friends with where you know your friends are going to be at, or people who are reliably going to be at taverns or certain parties or certain nights. Like, just try and stay abreast of where your people are, have like an idea in your mind of where their regular haunts might be. So even if you don't know where someone is going to be, you might find a place where you can find somebody who will tell you where they will be. And if not, then find a friend, and don't be afraid to tell people that you are having a hard time. If you are having a hard time, yes, everyone is there to have a good time, but it is a powerful community of people who are very enthusiastic about what they do, who will come out of the woodwork to help you. And if they can't help you, they will tell you where to go to get help. And in an absolute last ditch effort, particularly for medical emergencies, you can go to HQ, go to Tross HQ. There are always people at Tross HQ, and next to Tross HQ, there is also the Outroom. The Outroom is a facility that offers professional psychological care in multiple languages and an out-of-time area where you can just go and chill, no questions asked. You can just go, find it, sit there, have your quiet time, have help if you need it. If not, just take the time, figure out what you need to do.
And then just for the medical side of things too, just always be aware, like, if you need insulin, if you need like an EpiPen, these kind of things, just be mindful of that. And maybe, I think it's also having community, someone that's also maybe aware of your health situations, just so that they can also help you if needed. There are also ambulances on site too, just in case there's an emergency. That's all covered. So,
and yes, good call. Don't forget to drink lots of water with the booze. One for one is the golden rule. One drink, one glass of water, one drink, or 2 drinks, 1 glass of water. Depends on what you're drinking. But like, if you want to pace yourself, 1 for 1 is good. And don't forget that whiskey tastes better with a little bit of water in it. Like whiskey soda. Amazing. Like, whiskey soda is one of my go-to drinks because you can just chill on that all night. You will be reliably hydrated and have a nice buzz.
And if you're coming from the States, the beer is a bit stronger here. Just keep that in mind.
Beer is a bit stronger, but I think the thing, well, actually, this is what shocked me. The first time I visited the States and I went to a bar and I ordered a standard mixed drink, like there was a tequila and cranberry juice, right?
Classic.
And it was like I was like, wow, this is really cool because tequila and cranberry, like the flavors go together. And you don't quite notice how alcoholic it is. But it was like I was like had 3 drinks and I was completely plastered.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, dude, they were just like pouring like so
Yeah.
much. Like it's important to know if you're coming from the States that in Germany they serve standard shot
Yes.
sizes. So
Yeah.
they have a standard 30 mil. What's that in ounces?
30 milliliters.
What's that in ounces? They like.
Oh, that I wouldn't be able to say off the top of my head.
What? Aren't you American? You're putting your
Okay,
people to
I've
shame.
been here 10 years. What can I say? I forgot the old ways.
If I'm not wrong, a standard shot is going to be 0.4 ounce.
Yeah, and it's a standard drink,
Yeah.
and that's what goes in. So when you order like a cocktail or a mixed drink or something like that, it's like a standard drink that's going in that. Don't expect, and tipping the bartenders doesn't usually make them put more alcohol in it. If you want more alcohol in it, just ask for a double or a triple. Or my favorite thing is just go up to a bar and say, "Can you please put 8 margaritas in a glass for me?"
Yeah, they will do it. And how strong is the beer? A standard is 5.0 volume of alcohol. So just in case. Normally the standard 4.9, 5, up to 14 is the strongest that I get. So it start with 5.0. Then good luck.
But from tavern to battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay. When you are rolling, you've scraped yourself off the floor the next morning, or very sensibly after not drinking at all, or sticking to a very, very, very balanced mix of soda and like one non-alcoholic beverage, one alcoholic beverage, alternating all night,
Yeah.
and you get up and you get back strapped into your armor, ready to hit the battlefield the next day. There are a few things to understand. You are looking at a battlefield where there are thousands of people.
Yeah.
Literally on each side, so up to 4,000 people at a time at its largest point, participating in a battlefield unit to unit interaction.
Yes.
So yes, it's a playground. Go get involved. It is super, super fun. Get your fight on. Get out there, heal some people, cast some magic, cause some shenanigans, get into some duels. But there are a few sort of go-to things, particularly if you've never been involved in mass rank and flank battles before. It can be very disorienting, and you can kind of just lose yourself in the melees and the mix, especially because there are, like in SARKAN, for example, will always have like skirmish factions that are running around, and they can very quickly outflank, and suddenly you get lost in a melee and you're running away for something, you get overwhelmed. Just the first thing to understand is that most battlefield actions they are broken down into units. So you should be able to see recognizable units on the field.
Yeah.
Generally identified because they'll all have either a similar aesthetic or they will literally just be wearing the same colors. Regardless, a battle group will always have a battle standard banner flying above. Now, the important thing to note, particularly if you're a small adventuring party or just a single person who wants to join a front line and get involved in a fight, is to look for the gaps between the units. So instead of like going through and forcing your way through a unit, because most units will have unit coherency, like go in, find a gap between units, or find a place like on the fringes of the battle where you can engage more in like skirmishing, or find like a shield wall that you can join, or somebody, if you've got a pole arm, to stand behind and fight over a shield wall.
Yeah.
Like, find where you think it's going to be fun for you, or even a place where there's an archer block set up, so you can tag on. If there's a unit of archers, you can just like tag onto the end of a unit of archers, or sometimes handgunners, and just join in, but don't insert yourself into the middle.
Yeah.
These guys have been often drilling for the entire year and fighting at other events together. So when you insert yourself directly into a unit, it becomes a disruptive element, and people are less, they're less polite. That's all.
This is one reason. I think the other one is thinking about when you are in game, you are in an actual battle. So the thing is, you will not let a random person that is not completely wearing gear put it in the middle of unit to invade your own space. That is accurate. So that's why it's normally, if you are just a random person, just go in the middle. It's regular that a true person that is in a soldier in that moment in the front, they will just screw you.
Yeah, they'll just push you aside, and like they're not going to hurt you.
No, they will
But
not
they
hurt you.
will make their space and their
Yes, they
presence
will-
known. Think of it like being on a dance floor and you're trying to cut in
Eh,
on
excellent,
somebody
yes.
else who's dancing. Like, this is my dance partner. And this is actually kind of similar when it comes to duels, because despite being a part of again, this is not a thing to say don't do this. Just find the gaps between the units, find a place, because if there is a unit fighting and you pull onto the side of the unit and you know what you're doing and you help, then that person will be like, cool.
Yes.
I can rely on you.
Yeah.
You're my guy. I'm still in my unit, but you're adjacent to my unit and you're actually doing a good job.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
And sometimes you will make the best friends that way. Nothing is better than talking in a tavern with friends you met on the battlefield.
Yes.
About the things you did.
Yes. And if you're just looking for adventure randomly, you can also you can see also the squads. You can the big army. Also, you can look in a little squads. They are looking for finding for a guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
A gap.
A gap. Yeah. Thank you. Find a gap, and you just speak with them.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like and offer your. That sounds weird, but offer your services. What you got for them, and you can enjoy them.
Yeah. Have some fun. Make some friends. Great way to make friends. Going solo on the battlefield is absolutely a super, super fun thing to do. It's often easier to find places to stand and places to fight as an individual as opposed to a group of 4 or 5. It can still be done. Absolutely. Just get involved. Just be aware of these things. Okay. Then there is dueling on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay, so duels are something that you will see happening frequently on the battlefield because they're the armies line up against each other, and then there are these big NSC NPC characters walking around looking huge and intimidating, often with massive weapons or just being crazy, and you can engage with them.
Yes.
You can, and people often do. And they might even call you out. Like often you'll see them and they'll point into your ranks. And they'll point at you and they'll say, "You come out here." Don't be afraid. Jump out. Have a fight with them. So the general rule, you can go straight into a fight with them, but we're playing to elevate each other. So play realistically to your skill level. If you are no match for them, have a few swings. Maybe they hit you once. Maybe retreat, run away.
Or you're not running away. You're thinking in a new strategy.
Yeah, new strategy. Or maybe they'll get a few good hits on you and you'll go down.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll drag you away into their ranks and you can have some really cool role-playing experiences behind the lines. Or maybe they'll put you out of your misery and you'll have to be dragged away by your friends who
I do not worry about that. Let me tell you something. At least for the NPCs and big part of the guys, they are big and strong. They will hit you with me. So it's a really, really, really strong guy.
They won't hit you for real.
It's for real.
Yeah, not for real.
It's really fun. It's just go enjoy to the battle. Just one thing is just a personal recommendation. Is the people that are wearing, for example, earrings or something like that, or piercing, something like that. Please do not wear it. Why? Because if you are in the front line and you have people with alabards, they try to just hit you up the shields, and could be an accident. It will hit you in the face. That I know is not allowed, but you have to take in account that you can, when you're swinging an alabard, you cannot just immediately point it, just for avoid any accident.
Okay, so this is basic fighting rules, which is obviously don't hit people from the wrist below. Try not to put your weapon on people's ankles. You can strike people in the leg, but you don't want to trip people. Don't hit people in the head. Don't hit people in the groin or other sensitive areas. If people are wearing armor, you can often hit them a little harder, still not in the head. And it's like a law of equivalent exchange. If people are hitting you harder, you're like, oh, cool, we can play a bit more rough. Obviously, don't go too far, but you'll get a gauge for it pretty quickly. But the main thing is, if you're obviously losing this battle, then lose gracefully. Make it an epic scene where you lose. If you're winning the battle, then win awesomely and make the death of the person you're fighting look epic. That's what we're all there for.
Like in a good tag.
Yeah.
One thing also, just like with archery too, just it's important to also consider like kind of the curvature of the arrow and also that people are moving.
I will take you in because there's something amazing where you got, for example, the NSCs try to shoot all the arrows.
So
it's
NSCs, nobody fires just randomly up. It's not like a real battle in the sense that you'll have hails of arrows coming at you. All shots in a LARP are very targeted. So people will pick a target and you'll start to get eye contact pretty quickly because they're going to keep
That's
an eye on the
faster, that's
archers,
faster.
right?
Yeah.
And the archers are always going to get the best hits when they know you're not looking at them. Okay. But generally, the rule with arrows is if you are more than like 5 meters away, you can do full draw of the bow to the ear. So you're pulling back to here. But if you're within 5 meters, generally you'll half pull the bow. So just the length of your arm, so that you're not throwing so hard. You're always aiming from the chest down. Yeah.
But sometimes accident. I always say, we got these rules. Accidents happen.
Yeah.
So be careful. Be aware, because it happened to me a couple of times.
Just to remind you about duels, just going back to duels quickly, if a duel has been called out, if an NSC has called a duel against another player, or a player has called a duel to an NSC and it has started, do not interrupt. Do not interrupt that duel. That is impolite. That is a scene that they have agreed to have together. Sometimes to the point where an NSC will call a player out and they'll come together and they'll come face to face and they'll have a little conversation that nobody else can hear to decide what the outcome of the fight is going to be. And you can definitely do that. You can go right up and face off against your people. But don't interrupt that at any point until one person is down, the other person is clear. And if somebody has won a duel, let them have their moment of glory. Don't immediately rush out and try and attack there to fight and receive jewels. And that's how it works.
Yes. Or if someone is screaming help. That's a different situation. But it's not that common.
If you get lost on a battlefield, disoriented or overwhelmed or overrun, okay, like if you get captured by NSCs, lucky you, that's awesome. You're going to be in for a good time.
Yes. Yeah.
And
good people.
You can optionally die. It's important to note that in SARKAN this year, there is a new death mechanic where if you take your optional player death, you can be dead and be as a ghost or a geist and go on a quest to respawn.
Yeah.
And there is like one NSC character who you can find, and then there's one location that has a very striking statue that you can find where you can go and make your prayers and respawn back to life. But also sometimes NSCs will just take you, like the flesh sewers will take you and sew your hand to your face and then throw you back out into the line. Or the SARKAN, I've seen them take and ritually sacrifice people.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Poor victim.
Or the Black Dynasty might come and take you and
That happened.
do some kind of strange experiments on you.
And better not get captured. Be awake is the most important.
And it's fun, right? If they're doing battlefield interrogations, like I've been in a situation before where the Black Dynasty have like captured one of our party, and then we've spent there like for like 30 minutes rolling with the field of the battle, trying to find an opportunity where we could just rush in and grab our friend and save them. And that's super crazy and super tense.
No,
So
it's scary, man, because it's like when you see a little squad just running into your face, you were like, woo! You better run away if you're alone.
But if you get lost, if you get overwhelmed, if you get disoriented, look for your battle banner. If you're with a unit, that's what battle banners are for. Or if you have a musician, listen for the music. If you are in a small group or an individual, find a unit that you like or have friends in, and just look for their battle banner and listen for their music. Just find a point of orientation, because especially as me, as a relatively short person in the world, like you sometimes just can't see what's happening in the environment. It's like I said, it's really easy to get disoriented, especially when the smoke goes off.
Oh yeah,
because the undead flesh and the SARKAN and the Black Dynasty, they all have these force multipliers, which is they'll cast magic, and they'll either have mages come out and do magical effects that will affect the whole front line at a time, or they'll just set off, they'll cast these smoke spells, and the whole place will be filled with these huge smoke clouds.
It's a gigantic wall.
Yeah, so they're poisonous, so like you can't be in them as a player, so you have to like back off and back away. It's their way of like really controlling the battlefield. So again, have a point of orientation. Have like a safety point.
Yeah, banners is the best way.
Banners. Choose a banner, even if it's not your banner. Like choose somebody else's banner, or like I said, friends. All right, so that's basically like a little loose guide for battlefields.
Okay.
We got a question.
Oh yeah, what's the question?
Will the NSCs kill you more often this year because of the new mechanics?
So I don't know for sure because this is new, so
Yeah.
it's an experiment. Okay, and a lot of people won't be used to it. Ultimately, what will happen is there will be a question that will likely be asked, which is, hey, like I've fought you, I'm gonna kill you. Do you want to die? Are you okay to die? Like there's generally consent, and this is the thing with all LARPs, is
Yeah.
there will usually be a mechanism for consent in a player's death. They will ask you if you're okay to be killed. Do you want to be killed? They will make your death glorious.
Yeah.
That's always the goal. It's playing to lift, playing to exalt. We do that for each other. And then you will then make your own way, and you will, if like somebody comes, and then you will play that. So if a friend of yours comes up and tries to talk to you, you'll be like, I'm just a ghost. I'm not even here. I'm dead. And you can either go completely out time and just shake your head like this and just walk away mysteriously like an edgelord, or you can talk. You can just mouth like you're talking, but nothing comes up, and pretend like play it. Find a cool way to play that you're dead, and maybe like the only person you'll talk to is like a mystic or a priest. So if there's a priest in your party,
And you can whisper in him. That's fun.
yeah, you can whisper them, and they're like, what are they saying? Can you talk to them? And it's like, they're dead. We have to help them with this quest. And then like you can rope other people into this quest of finding your way to respawn, finding your way to come back to life. It is, again, I assert, it is a new mechanic that is being introduced into the game. It is a new way to play, and it is an option.
Only in Battlefield, also happen in the entire con.
It's the entire con.
In the entire con. Okay.
Yeah, there is no restriction to where this might happen to you.
Okay. Great.
But there is an understanding that if you look for trouble, trouble
Will
might
find you.
find you. So be prepared, and you can very easily just play your whole life oblivious as a town person in the town and have a nice time.
Yeah.
You know, these are all optional, like all LARP. It's all optional play.
You don't need to die, so it's
You
fine.
don't need to die. It is optional, but it's a matter of whether or not you want to play on easy mode or hard mode.
I prefer hard mode.
Yeah, and if you are really hardcore, like just go in with a character who could, when they die, they're dead.
Yeah, there.
Like that's one of the coolest things, which makes their death so much more significant if it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Okay, and then from Battlefield, and I'm sorry we're going to run a little bit over time here, guys, but very quickly we want to talk about. We have a lot. This has just been a big episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. But you know, good for you, I guess.
Yeah.
This is Conquest preparation. Interacting with quests. So when you're going out and you're trying to find quests in the world, there are a lot of there's the quests that you bring, the play that you bring as a player that's locked up inside your character, your interactions with your own factions, and the way they string and bring other people from outside your faction into your faction for those play offerings, those really cool, memories. But then there are also the quests that are being provided by the new NSC factions. We're in SARKAN. It's crazy. It's cool. It's a new world, and all of these new characters and new factions have play offerings that you should get involved with. You will find these quests by interacting with these new factions, by interacting with Battlefield factions or the agents of of battle NSC factions that exist on the battlefield in their place. Obviously, be careful. But also, you can pick up quests always through Crimson Sales Company. They will always be able to keep you updated about big overarching plot elements. Easy to spot. They're always in red jackets. They have a big red flag. I can tell you their camp has palm trees. Just look for the palm trees.
Yeah.
And they have the Crimson Sales Company symbol, which is a black cross on a red background with CSC. They are also an English-speaking faction. They do mostly speak German as well, but English is their primary language. When you're interacting with quests, pick them up, find them, follow through with them day to day.
Yeah.
If you get a reward from a quest, often rewards that you get from quests are actually keys to lead to bigger quests. So if you get plot points or plot items, if your only goal in engaging with that quest was to get that item, then be happy but pass that item on to other people. The game only really works when people start putting all of the pieces of the puzzle together. And if you want to be the person who's putting all those pieces of the puzzle together, you get the cool plot item, and then you find other cool plot items, you find other people with cool plot items, and you start building towards resolution of the bigger plot. Or you become an agent of the plot, and you get that plot item, and you're like, cool, I've achieved my quest, but this item has significance to other people. I want to pass that along. There are definitely multiple avenues through which the plot and the puzzles and the game is disseminated, but generally, when the plot elements and props stay in play and circle around, then more people engage with them, and the plot will continue and come to fruition, and you will have been a part of it, which is cool. SLs, also SLs, the other people out there who are there to help you if you were on quests or plots, if you want to know game points, is look for people wearing yellow bags. They'll have a yellow bag, or they'll have a yellow bandana, yellow ribbon. Yellow is generally like a bold yellow color. If you see anyone wearing a bold yellow color, that is a signifier that they are either involved with the plot, the game running, or they know someone who is, or in the case of being on the battlefield, they are the battle masters who are running the battle. We have a great team of battle masters this year. Some new people, some veterans, from outsiders. It's super.
It's a big mix.
It's a big mix. It's really great.
Oh, just in case, if you saw the yellow bag guys running into the trots, please ignore them. They do not exist. Okay, just in case, because sometimes they have to. Unfortunately, we try to do not, but unfortunately, you have to cross trust for whatever the reason. Please ignore them. This dude doesn't exist. Just let them run. It's fine. But if you have, for example, like an emergency or something like that, this is a good person to speak.
Yes. Also, there are more quests outside the battlefield this year. Every single new NSC faction is rich with quests. There are 7 of them. So there are 2 ones that have been around for a few years already, which is the Crimson Sales Company. Will always have errands and quests and goals. There is the Ataron, who have a lot of internal politics and drama going on, and they're also there to lure you into other politics and have relationships to other NSC factions. All of these NSC factions are interrelated, by the way, and have like love-hates. There are the Drachenjäger, who are dragon hunters, who are on Bone Reach. They hang out, they hunt monsters. They're absolute mad lads, and we're mad lads in a completely non-gender specific and or species specific kind of way. They are, and then there are the Vivalia, who are kind of healers and farmers and cultivators of the wild. They try and reclaim the desolate spaces and have some dark secrets. Go find out about them. There are the Tuvrani that we're going to talk about in just a minute. There are the Greifenbraun, a giant militant faction who is very much like 14th, 15th century German inspired. Lots of dukedoms. More and more people keep coming into that faction. I think it's going to be one of the biggest factions there. They're going to make a big show on the battlefield. In orange and green, you can't miss them. And every single character in all of these factions has story written for those characters by the plot team. By interacting with those people, they will drag you into their politics, their interrelations with those other new Sarkanian factions. And then there is finally the Inquisition, who are anti-magic. They're there to kill everyone's fun, but have fun in the process. So...
That'll be a new friend. But just in case, faster. Yes, we got quests in battlefield, out battlefield. Do not worry, we will find it.
And if you don't find the Crowmasters, find the Crimson Sales Company, find any NSC faction, find an SL, get pointed in the right direction, find play. And that is aside from the play that all of the players will bring to the party. In-game drama. If people are having drama, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to see people screaming and yelling in the game. Like it's in-time stuff. They're doing it. Sometimes it's a play invitation for other people like to come in, but sometimes they're just doing a scene. And like in a battlefield duel where people are going up to each other and they're having their scene, and it's impolite to intercede. It's actually, generally a faux pas to intercede in a duel until it's over. It's similarly like that with scenes that people play out, people have determined they want to have a scene together, they want to do some drama, then they're going to be playing that out in a public space that's between those two characters. And if you want to involve yourself in that, there might be an option. You just have to look for the signs. And those signs are whether or not people are reaching out. If two people are just having drama with each other, and you go up to try and intercede, they may say, this is between you and me. Or they might say, no, really, really, this is just us. And if they say, really, really, that means really, really, this is just our scene, stay away. But sometimes they might look at you or talk at you directly if you make yourself available, or why are you helping me, or why are you coming in? So look for invitations. Look for the offer that is put down for play, and then feel free to pick it up. If there's something that seems exciting that you want to involve yourself with, offer yourself as a player in that scenario. But if people politely decline your offer to play, then just, watch and enjoy from a distance. But if drama is too much for you to interact with at all, somebody comes up to you screaming, saying, my baby, I've lost my baby. You can just be like, sorry, I'm not playing. If you have a weapon,
the classic.
You can just hold the weapon by its blade like this, or put it directly above your head. So I'm not here. That's battlefield. If you don't have a weapon and you're in trust, I'm going. I've got to take a really big long visit to the toilet. So be aware of drama happens. It's cool. People are doing it. That's what we're there for. It allows people to play the games. But this is a new place and a new world. We have previously, for 20 years, been in the world of the continent of Mythosphere, which is an older world where various elements came into play, various NSC factions came into play. A lot of our mainstay battle NSC factions were born, involved, and grew up there. But the land of Mythosphere was full of people who were local to the continent, but then also full of lots of explorers who were coming from outside, and then ultimately populated the continent. And then due to a bunch of magic calamities and cataclysms over time, that place started to become more and more destroyed. So people started to seek a way out. This is, again, the Crimson Sales Company came in and were like, hey, we know a way to go outside of this place. We can sail you here, or we can, sail you from anywhere, right? So you can come from other universes, like Skyrim universe, Warhammer universe, Dungeons and Dragons, Waterdeep, Forgotten Realms. You can bring your characters in easy ways, like, oh yeah, I bought passage on a trip with the Crimson Sales Company to this place. But now gates have opened broadly, like this mist that had been isolating SARKAN, or Mythosphere for years, has broken down, and now the whole world, all the explorers, all the players are now exploring a new world, SARKAN. And SARKAN as a continent, and so it's a main continent, and then a broken series of small and large islands that exist in archipelagos all around this main continent, is populated by many, densely populated with new factions. The 7 new player-friendly factions that you are meeting, or 5 new, particularly 2 established over the last 4 years, have been are just the first of many other new factions who densely populate this area. You're coming in to the fringes of SARKAN, and this particular game is set in Bone Reach, which is the outer fringes. There's an extension, as we said earlier in the stream, there's an extension to Trust. Trust is going to be bigger. It's going to be configured slightly different. Some things will be regular features. They'll be the same, but there'll be some elements that there'll be more of it. Just more of it.
It's time to make a new tour,
new tour, new food options, new vending options, new drink options. It's going to be a good time. And additionally, you'll meet these new people. Right? But in order to wrap up the episode that we're already 10 minutes over.
Yeah.
So we all want to go home and get back to work and do all the things that we need to do to prepare.
We need to make the last preparation for Conquest.
Okay, so yeah, that's an understanding of where we're going, what we're doing, and we're trying as best as possible through the new NSC factions and new props that you'll hopefully see to make it feel like a new place. Over the next few years, you'll move away from this fringe element into new places, but for the moment, you are in Bone Reach. Bone Reach is a crazy place, full of crazy factions, and one of the craziest factions is the last faction that we have not done a shallow dive into yet, and that is the Tuvrani. But we had a question quickly.
No, it's just 1% say like no more blue crystals on the in the battlefield. Battlefield, yeah.
On the battlefield.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so.
Look, as far as I know, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Sorry, I just see that because
The blue crystals are always associated with the Black Dynasty, though.
Yeah.
So
that's why
the
we
Black
don't know.
Dynasty out.
We don't know. It just was so funny. Sorry. I walked in that crystals. It was like
So in a new world, there is the Tuvrani. We are going to do very quickly a little shallow dive into the Tuvrani. And for disclaimers, every episode we have been doing shallow dives into the new NSC factions and some of the old NSC factions. In the new world of SARKAN. And you can go back and look at some of our older episodes to check it out.
yeah.
Yeah, some of our older episodes to check it out. Don't worry about this. It's fine.
Yeah.
But today we're looking at the Tuvrani, and the Tuvrani are one of the few, actually. 1 second.
Yeah. We got a little problem right now.
Okay, we're having technical issues, ladies and gentlemen. We are 1 second. I am going to first put on a little slideshow for you. So these are some of the concepts
Yeah.
that were developed very early on. It's actually not cycling at the moment. I'm really sorry. You're stuck on the final ones. It's actually where I didn't want to start right now. So our main viewing screen just died.
Yeah.
For full disclosure.
Yeah.
We just have to turn it on and off again.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
Okay,
Wonderful.
got it.
All right. We could have like done that seamlessly.
Yeah.
Absolutely seamlessly. No one would know.
No, nobody knows.
Nobody would know.
It's
Perfectly seamless transition.
we can cut it and edit it. We can edit it.
Yeah, later. We'll totally. Yeah, no one will know. Okay, so we're gonna jump back here, and we're gonna go all the way back to the Tuvrani. So the Tuvrani are a race of they are a race of fungus spores that inhabit bodies. So there are a lot of theories on what they are. Are they a race of people who give themselves over to spores? Are they a animated corpse that is being inhabited by spores? Are they some person who has a symbiotic relationship with the spores? All we know for sure in SARKAN is that in the Bone Reach, there is this fungus forest that moves around Bone Reach. Okay. And these people are inhabitants, custodians of the Bone Reach. And they are one of the factions that I had a hand in contributing to. Now, again, like all the factions, it was an organic process. But what we're looking at right now on the screen is one of these. So these are the first design sketches that I did for the Tuvrani faction. So you can see very inspired by like a medieval kind of Last of Us kind of situation where it's, fungus zombies, a bit more undead-ish. But then as it went back and forth with the plot team, we sort of like talked about, well, they're actually living in like a relatively harsh climate, so they need to protect themselves. They have light sensitivity, so they stick to the forest, there's the fungus forest, and they need to protect themselves. And I'm like, okay, well, they need hats and covers. And we did like this sort of second iteration of the designs, and then kind of into like a third iteration of the designs here.
I like it.
We went back and forth, like the way that the spores interact with the bodies, because still they're humanoids. They want to be represented by their symbiotic relationship with funguses. And then eventually, sort of, we did like another iteration of it where it's like going for a bit more of some old Moorish influences in the way they all sort of came together, because that was kind of the direction they were sort of pushing it. But then eventually, like, all of these influences and some mood boards and things came together. And then eventually it was like a lot of the new factions play tested at the beta test earlier this year. So for people who don't know, earlier this year we did a beta test with, I think, 300 people, and everyone was playing members of new factions and testing their interactions to start to develop the story, the narrative, and the feelings of how people would play and how these factions would evolve in the new world of SARKAN. And then they came and they took all of this stuff and they built their own costumes.
I like it.
Right.
I like it.
So this is the test group of the people who sort of went away and then came back, and this is their interpretations of all of the stuff that's kind of like come to play. And it was super cool. They sort of developed like a little language where they were like talking in clicks to each other, because they have like a mycelial network where they talk to each other.
You like clicks or like
like they talk human language, but then they have like obviously some spore networks where they can talk to each other. And they have some ability, I think, to talk through their spores and to like both to each other and like to sense things about other people. But one of the cool things about the way these people in particular played these characters is the way that they would really represent the alien other of the faction. Like, they're not mushroom people in the sense of I'm going to wear a mushroom hat and run around. And there are definitely lots of those people at Conquest as well, which is cool, each to their own. But these are people, these are more fungus. It's like a fungus that's piloting a body, is how I feel.
Okay.
And what I can tell you is that regardless of who these people are and how they operate, like living in the fungus forest, they have this clash with the Vibalia, right? So the Vibalia are like the folk horror-y custodians. They farm and they try and reclaim the wastes, and they put crops and harvest those crops from the waste, and they have a symbiotic relationship with the dragon hunters as well. But the Tuvrani are seen kind of as this opposite end of the spectrum, where because they live in the fungus forest, they're bringing this corruption to the Bone Reach. And so, and they're always, the fungus is corrupting their crops, and then they're trying to reclaim that land. So it's this back and forth struggle. And this is just one example of kind of how the dynamics kind of shift between the NSC factions. All of the new NSC factions have inbuilt likes, dislikes, hates, associations between them.
Just one of the guys say that's very cordyceps. Yes, nah.
Very what?
Cordyceps.
Cordyceps.
Did you see The Last of Us?
I haven't seen The Last of Us,
you need
but
to
I
watch
know
it.
of it.
Okay, yeah.
And the cordyceps is like
just
one of the...
Yeah, it's a fungus parasite.
Yeah. It's very inspired by that. Now, we don't know for sure. Like, I
it's
actually
like that.
personally don't know for sure what the relationship, what the nature is. There's been a lot of thing in development of the species. There's been a lot of different things thrown around, a lot of different concepts of like what the actual relationship between the humanoid body and the fungus element is and how that comes to pass. But I actually think it's cool that I don't know, and I encourage you to find out in game.
Yeah.
Go interact with them.
Maybe you can correct us in the next streaming.
Maybe there are different types as well. Maybe
we don't know.
We will do a deep dive with our lore master Fiona after Conquest on a lot of these new factions.
Fiona, forgive us, please.
Yeah. She will correct us. Remember, this is just a shallow dive. Only a shallow dive, not a deep dive. So we are not saying that this is the truth. We are just giving impressions from what we know. You can find out more than us about all of these factions by interacting with them live at Conquest. Be excited. It's super exciting. It's coming in 2 weeks or less. We are 18 minutes over time. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for listening us.
We cannot on 100 weeks, so we're going to be trying to do a live stream from Conquest for the next 2 weeks, live from location. There is no guarantee this will actually happen.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry, because it's
kinda
our first
complicated.
time trying
Yes.
on location stuff. We're gonna try and do it. If not, we will be dumping a bunch of live videos and live streams straight on from our phones onto the YouTube,
Yeah.
like questions and answers and interactions. So please stay posted for that. We will be jumping online with some content next week at the same time, 6:30. We'll prepare for that. So stay tuned. We're going to give you updates. Jump on the Instagram. There are going to be live stories. Mike
Yeah.
is going to be Johnny on the
He's
spot,
gonna be that
putting
dude.
live stories up all the time. Please interact with them if you have any questions. Nico and I are obviously going to be
Yeah.
going on food safaris. If there are any particular food vendors that you want to know about, let us know.
Yeah,
we
we'll
will
be there.
jump out. Yeah, we'll tell you everything that we can. We'll stay in touch, and we're going to be back after Conquest, which will be sometime after the 5th. So in 2 weeks, after will be 2 streams, and then after that, we'll be back
3
in the
weeks,
studio.
basically.
3 weeks thereabouts. We'll be back in the studio talking to you directly, answering all your questions. Absolute high.
Yeah.
Showing photos, showing videos, showing pictures, having a great time.
Yes, and also sharing own Choco adventures.
Yeah, all of
Alright,
our adventures.
Last question: are the
Oh, yeah.
mushroom people edible?
Yeah.
Again, I fully encourage you to go out and interact with them.
Try.
To
Let me
find out.
try.
There is no wrong answer. And if you want to go and abduct a mushroom person and drag them back to your camp so that you can have a round table cooking experience to find out what they're all about, I fully encourage you to do that. And odds are, because these are player-friendly NSCs, this is their purpose, they will have a ball playing with you on that plot line. Make your own adventure. In the truest sense, this is an open world role-playing game, the biggest one in the world that you can physically put yourself into. Don't be afraid. Everyone's in the same shoes. They're all excited and nervous and happy to be there. Go out, touch base, touch the people you love. Meet new people. Don't be afraid to seize those opportunities for play, because that's why people are playing. There are no professional performers or actors there who are trying to make play for tips or money. Everybody is there to try and find other people to play with, to share experiences, to have stories that they can talk about for years.
Yeah.
Be a part of it. Bring your piece to it. Have fun. We are signing out. No more questions? No more questions?
No more questions.
We will see you next time. Same Burgscneider place.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Awesome to have you. Thanks, guys.